Yesterday, we put you guys under fire because we were trying to explain to y'all the difference between a wife and a girlfriend. And there were stark differences. A girlfriend is this, a wife is this. And because over here, we're not mumu girls, we're going to flip the script and also talk about the differences between a boyfriend and a husband.
Yes, sir.
Because let me tell you, Sokoni Chafu, and it's been so interesting. As in, the dating scene is a mess, especially given how transactional relationships feel these days. You know, like if I'm dating you, what am I getting out of this? If we're going to be sleeping together, are you going to buy me an apartment in Kileleshwa? If we're doing this, am I going to go on road trips with you? It just feels very transactional. But for the old school, for the traditional girlies, let us explore the differences between a boyfriend and a husband. I feel like a boyfriend, it's a very light-hearted, we're getting to know each other. I don't have a financial responsibility towards you. I'm just getting to know you, and that's it. I am courting you. I would like you to be my girlfriend as we pursue if this relationship is going to end up being a relationship or turn into marriage. If we're dating for marriage or if we're dating for vibes. Either way, a boyfriend is fun times. A husband is a provider. A husband is ride or die. A husband is a provider, a boyfriend is not. If your boyfriend buys you a gift, well and good. Hallelujah. If your husband does not buy you, does not remember that it is your anniversary, that's a problem. That's a very big problem. So I believe a husband is a provider. He has a financial responsibility towards you and your family. A boyfriend necessarily does not have a financial responsibility for you. He's not supposed to be paying your rent. He's just your boyfriend. Why can't you afford rent as a girl? That's what I'm saying.
Typically, other than financial, there is also a lot of support that comes with having a husband versus having a boyfriend. If you are going through a hard medical condition, for example, you find out today, yo, I'm sick. Your boyfriend can choose not to come. Like, they can just be like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. Ooh.
Call me when you're okay.
Yeah, like, you know, I'll come, but I'm busy right now. Your husband, on the other hand, yo, he gonna stick beside you and your sickness. It literally, you said in sickness and in health, and therefore, you are sick, they are there with you. And not just in health capacities, but even when you are having a hard time with work, for example, and you just want someone to listen to you, your husband is the person you go to. Your boyfriend, yeah, he'll listen to you, but he's not that invested anyway. He's just like, all right, cool, bet. Your boss was horrible to you. Okay, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. But your husband knows that if this boss situation is not resolved, this is a conversation for the whole year. Like, mtarudia story over and over and over again. So he either provides a solution or he helps you through it in one way or another. It helps you get another job, gives you advice on whether or not to move to a different place of work and whatever. Like, they're more invested in your life and in your well-being simply because you guys are married. A boyfriend, on the other hand, is like, all right, bet, you're going through a rough time. They choose whether or not they can be supportive and to what capacity they can be supportive. Because at the end of the day, it's really not that deep. Like, y'all could break up tomorrow. It wouldn't make a difference in their life. Whether or not you sold your kidney for 100,000 Kenya shillings and shared 70,000 shillings with him. Yeah, now you're kidneyless. And so, I've moved on. Doesn't matter to me. Your husband, on the other hand, bro, what happens if we have children and they need a kidney? Like, there's a lot to think about. So in that capacity, I believe that is a huge difference.
A husband is a protector. I will say it again. A husband is a protector. When things go boom in the dark,
Belly up.
Your husband will take a torch as the man of the house and go investigate.
That's why they sleep on the closest side to the door.
Exactly.
Who sleeps closer to the
door?
Huh?
Your husband, he protects his family, and not just physically, even emotionally. He makes sure he makes sure, wow, so is this a sign? Am I going to Western soon? Anyway, he makes sure that even your emotions are protected, your finances are protected, your well-being is protected. A husband will make sure that even your stomach is protected. It's
Preach,
that
sister.
simple, okay?
Huh?
When you're looking nice, you're looking well, it's because it's a husband who's giving you snacks.
Cook,
Ma
cook.
snacks,
Let her cook.
ma juices, ma
Hey.
wawa, ma ting ting.
Yes.
That's a husband, okay? But a boyfriend, if a thief was to come upon us, okay, and your boyfriend ran away in one direction, as you ran away towards another direction, it is perfectly okay, because after all, I can find another boyfriend, okay? That it was not nice what you did, Kamau. You left me with a thief. That is okay. I can find another boyfriend. But if a thief was to come upon us and my husband took off and I was left there holding our infant, wow. Is that a grounds for divorce? You know? I would be, wow, that's ground, that is abandonment. I can go in front of a judge and say, Your Honor, let me explain what happened. What happened was, thieves came, my husband took off. That's abandonment, to be honest, if we're being honest. So yeah.
Child endangerment.
Child endangerment. But a boyfriend, come out, run away, you bargain with the thief, kwambia akiniachie fare. It's all right. Ukaenda home. Niachie SIM card. Ukaenda home. The next day, Kamau anakwambia, hi babe, did you get home safe? Unambia blocked. And then you find another Kenovia. That's just how it is.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. That was chef's kiss, Yenny. She cooked. She really cooked. She really cooked right there. Anyway, I believe in any capacity, a man is supposed to be a leader. But even more specifically, as a husband, if you guys have had this discussion and you've decided that yes, they are the leader of the household, because oftentimes you find like nowadays things are different. One person is the bigger shareholder because they financially provide a lot more, and so they're allowed to be out there working, and you then become the house husband. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your relationship, your marriage. You choose what you need to do. However, in any capacity, or at least in most contexts, you find that men are the leaders in relationships, and therefore in the same capacity in your household as your husband, they're supposed to be the leader. Wanajua financially, tuketi chini tuambiane hii budget na tushana aje. Niliona ulienda ukanunua ka shane na kana shine babe, unaka very nice. Niliona ulienda ukavai some nice heels na unaka smart. Naona ulienda una babe, hiyo nywele kwanza, hiyo wig, hiyo ni human hair, si ndio?
Very nice.
Naona ulitumia pesa vizuri. However, tulibaki na pesa ya chakula ama ulibeba yote ya nywele. You know, let's also be having these conversations, and I believe that as the man of the house, as the husband, these are conversations that need to be had. You're supposed to show initiative when it comes to some of these things. Not because the woman is unable to do it. No. But because this is the decision we've made for our household. You're the leader of this household. When I married you, we agreed, you're my leader, I will lead you. You're the head, I am the neck. Ukifanya hivi, I will only help you turn. But the brain has to be the one to tell me, tuangalie side. You know what I mean? Again, to each their own, but ultimately leadership is a very, very important role for husbands.
And a husband is an equal parent. Let me tell you, I get so irritated when I'm in public and you can see a family, you can see who the primary parent is. When the child wants to go pee, anachukua mkono ya mama, wanaenda. When the child wants something, they take the hand of the mom. As in, when I see those disparity where the man is just chilling, enjoying life, enjoying the views, and this woman is juggling like 5 kids. This one is crying, this one nose is being wiped, this one is being fed, and the husband is just chilling. I get so pissed. I literally want to walk up to them and say, hey, these are your children too. So when you have your husband, this is an equal parent. If I woke up at 2 a.m. last night, you're waking up at 2 a.m. tonight. As in, there's just he's not babysitting for you. But sometimes when it's just your boyfriend and you happen to have a child, the most they can do is be supportive. The most they can do is say, hey, wow, that's difficult. I'm so sorry for you. The most they can do is, I'll send child support. As in, you'll always be the primary parent in a situation where it's not legally binding. But if you guys are co-parenting, good for you. You have equal custody, you have equal share. But if it's just your boyfriend and he came into your life and perhaps at that time you had a child, the best he can do is send you hugs and emojis. But waking up at 3 a.m., that's your husband's job. That's all I'm saying.
That's the baby daddy duty. But it's very important for us to also remember that these roles can be very blurred.
True.
You can find that you have a boyfriend, yes, but they're providing for you financially. True. You have a boyfriend, yes, but they are the leader and they're making investments on your behalf and helping you have conversations about this. You have a boyfriend, yes, but he's actually a really good father, either to their stepchildren or to their children, and they're being equal parents. But it is very, very important for you to realize, as a boyfriend especially, once you start to take up responsibilities of a husband, ndio wewe unalipanga school fees. Ndio wewe kazi yako ni every month at the beginning when unafanyanga shopping ya nyumba. Don't expect for it to go backwards.
You can never be a boyfriend again.
You cannot. There is no regression in this relationship. It is onwards and forward. Kama ulikuwa unanunua vikombe mbili za maziwa, next month unanunua vikombe nne, and we keep it moving. There is no regression in your relationship. So it's very, very vital for you to know that as a boyfriend, once you start taking up some roles, it will be very difficult for you to regress. Otherwise, it starts to come off as you don't want to be here, you don't want to be with me anymore. It starts to come off as you starting to pull out because pull back. Pull back. Maybe we pull out sometimes. Pull back because you are tired of this responsibility and this role. So be very, very keen on these things. Yeah, and as a husband, you can't start acting like a boyfriend unless it's when it comes to TLC.
Yeah.
When it comes to tender love and care, act like a boyfriend all you want. But when it comes to realities of finances, when it comes to realities of raising your children, when it comes to realities of, leadership and parenting and all these other investment, you cannot be acting like a boyfriend. You cannot be acting like this is temporary. You cannot be over there building houses in Igeshagi, but we don't have food at home. It really doesn't make sense. You can't act like a boyfriend, and that is very, very vital for you to understand.
And also there are levels to this. There's boyfriend, there's your long-term partner, you guys have been dating for a hot minute, fiancé. And it's leading towards marriage. Yes, your fiance, your partner, and then there's husband. All I'm saying is that there are levels to it. So if you're a long-term partner, but you want to act like a first-time boyfriend, it's not flying. No way, ain't no way we're doing this. We're not doing any bare minimum things around here. If you're a husband and as Kathami has said, you want to act like a boyfriend all of a sudden, you don't want to provide for things. As we are married, what do you mean? What do you mean? And that's why it's so important to have these conversations before you get into the long-time partner things. When you're dating somebody, when they are the boyfriend, when you are the boyfriend and she is the girlfriend, or whichever, yes. Yes, or
with your partners.
Yeah, as you're getting to know each other, that stage. Yes, this conversations are very difficult, but it's so important to have them because expectations zatu ziko over here, level ya kapinto over here, and then when you don't meet those expectations, you guys feel the other person feels so disappointed because
cheated
why are you dating me and you're not buying me a house? Why are you dating me and you're not buying me gifts? But she didn't state her expectations for a boyfriend. So please get into relationships knowing the other person's expectations.
It's also very important for us to, again, as I said, it's a very fast evolving world. Things are changing really quickly. As things are changing, it's very important for you to realize that when changes do occur in your relationship, it is important for you to actually have communications and conversations about it to prevent disgruntlement, to prevent anger and other issues that could occur because you did not make it clear, you did not have open and honest communication about it. For example, you used to be the provider, you've gotten retrenched, or you've gotten debunked in your position, in your role in your company. You used to be the VP, now you're just a regular worker as a supervisor or whatever. Your salary is going to change. Let's have these conversations. Your wife is over here, she's won the lottery, now she's become a billionaire. What do you do? Have conversations around it. Your wife has decided she no longer wants to be a housewife, she actually wants to go back to work and actually have a 9 to 5. What are we going to do about it? Let's have these conversations. Changes are bound to happen. It's just important to keep up with the changes, have conversations about it, and make sure that you are aligned when it comes to you, whatever capacity you are in, husband or even boyfriend.